Hi there and welcome back to the channel. Well, we've been asked a few times, how did van life start for us? And I guess it all dates back to during the pandemic. This is before Belinda and I knew each other. During lockdown, Belinda went down a bit of a rabbit hole of watching YouTube channels about people doing van life, people living in their vans. I guess it was a form of escapism. So she started to follow a lot of these people, particularly the ones that were living off grid. And the idea of doing van life sort of stuck with her. Fast forward a couple of years until Belinda and I met each other, which is probably about 3 years ago now. I mentioned to her that one of my dreams was to hire a motorhome and drive around New Zealand in it. I had a friend that had done that a few years before and had a fantastic time, and it's always something that I wanted to do. I had no idea what van life was then. I had no idea about vans being converted into a living space. Like our van Bessie, but we chatted about it, and I thought the whole idea was absolutely fantastic, to take a normal panel van and be able to convert that into an off-grid living space. So we watched a lot of these videos together, and it became kind of a dream to do it. So a couple of summers ago, we decided to rent a van in the UK for a couple of weeks, and to drive around the UK and do van life and see if it's something that we felt like doing on a more permanent basis. Unfortunately, about 2 weeks before we were due to pick the van up, it was cancelled on us, and it was too late at that stage to find a suitable replacement, which was a disappointment for us. So we rented a car and we booked some Airbnbs, and we ended up staying in Airbnbs for that holiday. I mean, we had a great time. We spent a lot of time in the Cotswolds, beautiful part of the country. And then we went back to our lives in Singapore. But of course, we still had the van life bug. So we came up with this crazy idea to buy our own van. And get it converted. So we got in touch with a guy called Matt, who runs Wandering Wheels, and he was super helpful. He helped us source a van. Originally we were going to buy a Mercedes Sprinter, but we wanted air conditioning in the cab, and surprisingly the majority of Sprinters don't come with air conditioning in the cab as standard, and is a very expensive after sale addition. Matt talked us into buying a Peugeot Boxer because Peugeots come with air conditioning as standard, and also because they're squarer at the back, there's more room to put in a bigger bed, as we have done. With the Mercedes, we would have had to put side pods at each side. So we ended up getting the Peugeot. Matt was super helpful. He helped us source it. He even went to pick the van up for us, which was fantastic. We had an RAC inspection done to make sure everything was okay. And then Matt set about doing the conversion. We went backwards and forwards over our design plans, and he gave us a lot of ideas, and we said, well, we'd like this, we'd like that anyway. And that was it. We had Bessie. So summer of 2024, I managed to take a month's sabbatical from work, and we went to the UK, picked up Bessie and drove to France, and we spent a month driving around France, Italy and Switzerland, mainly staying off-grid. We stayed on campsites when we were in Switzerland, and we stayed at this fantastic campsite in Italy on the southern banks of Lake Como, which was amazing. But the majority of that trip was spent off-grid. And we loved every minute of it. I mean, it was such a wonderful experience. We really enjoyed it. And then after a month of traveling around Europe like that, we went back to the UK, put Bessie in storage, and went back to Singapore. Got on with our lives in Singapore, and then planned our next trip. A lot of chatting and and ahhing, and eventually I decided that I would quit work in 2025. So last summer, I would quit work and take an extended sabbatical, and we would live in the van full time. So we gave up the lease on our flat in Singapore and came back to the UK, picked up Bessie, and the adventure began. The previous year, when I took the month off work, I hadn't been making videos then, so I don't have any kind of videos to show that trip. But this last year, picked up Bessie, and it's been fantastic. Obviously, we've had our ups and downs in the van. We had a lot of issues when we first picked up Bessie, with it needing a new ECU, which turned out to be very expensive. You can see that well, you probably did see that in my first couple of videos. And we had some other issues with the van. We had the alloy wheels fitted, and one of them cracked when we went over a pothole or something while driving in France, which is a bit of an issue. We've had other small problems as well, but generally it's been absolutely great. It's been wonderful. I know that I used to watch YouTube videos, and Belinda used to watch YouTube videos, and we used to dream about doing van life one day. I think a lot of people that watch van lifers on YouTube do it for escapism. I know that van life in the UK has a bad reputation. Europe is a lot more set up for people living in their vans or motorhomes, or van lifers travelling, motorhome owners travelling, than the UK is. The infrastructure is a lot better. We've not had any issues finding places to park in the UK, but we've enjoyed every single minute of living in the van. We didn't have a home to live in at that stage. It was really Belinda, myself and Marley living in the van. It's been absolutely fantastic. The main issues, I think, are you're always looking for water so you can top up your tank. We've got a 100-litre tank on the bottom of the van, but we do take showers. We take a very quick shower every day, and obviously that uses up a tremendous amount of water. Other than that, we just use it for cooking, washing the dishes. Electricity is a bit of a problem in the winter, even though we've got good solar system in the car. On particularly cloudy days, it's very, very hard to keep the electricity topped up, particularly as we cook using an induction stove. So that makes it quite tough. We've only had to stay on campsites a couple of times to top up the electricity, which has been great. Some airs in France have stations where you can just top up your electricity, pay a little bit of money, top your electricity up, and then you go drive off and camp somewhere else. Finding safe places to park, I guess, is another challenge. We've been very, very lucky that we've never had any issues, touch wood, with places that we've parked, apart from one instance which I talk about in one of my earlier videos, which probably wasn't anything, but we were just being overcautious. So if you're ever thinking about doing van life, I highly recommend you give it a go. It's a absolutely fantastic, liberating experience. I've loved pretty much every moment of it. I just wanted to make this quick video, let you guys know how Belinda and I first got into van life. If you're ever thinking about doing it, please give it a go. I'm pretty sure that you won't regret it. It's been great for us. Thanks for watching this video. really appreciate it. If you've liked it, please give us a thumbs up, leave any comments below, and please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.